Hello everybody. This is peaceful, isn't it? This is the very northern side of the island. A few people have said to me they want to see a bit more sort of the interesting places around the island, so I'm going to start off in them. I think that's a good place to go with that. So, northern part of the island, the bridge is over there. That is mainland England. So it's not that far away. And then you got like Tishtery Way over there. And Portsmouth is off that way. Anyway, to the subject. I've had somewhat of a revelation today, actually. I'm not going to go into huge amounts of details, but in the past, well, throughout my life, I've had major sleep problems, always, and I'm walking. I thought I was going up there. I've had major sleep problems throughout my life, and I've been to the doctor several times about things, and I was, about a year ago, I was diagnosed with insomnia, amongst other things. But the insomnia thing just never stuck with me. It's not right. You see, my sleeping pattern has been this way for quite some time. Is that I will go to sleep about 3, 4, 5 in the morning, get up, well I have to get up sometimes by like 9 to make sure, oh god that squeaks back, to make sure that I'm up for work. And because of that, I'm absolutely exhausted all the time. And the weird thing is, that doesn't mean that I can then sleep in the evening. It's this weird thing where I go to sleep about 4 in the morning, and it doesn't matter how long I've been awake for, because I've been awake for 36 hours before now, and thought, right, well, I'm going to go to bed at 10, and then I'll be alright. No. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how long you've been awake, doesn't matter how long you've been asleep. You're always going to sleep at the same time, and you just end up... And the weird thing is, like... I get going actually, it's motor vlog, isn't it? Not sit-on vlog. Yeah. Where was I? Yeah, I start waking up, sort of actually feeling awake, about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. And my most alert awake time is about between probably 11 PM and about 3 AM, roughly. In that time, that's when I come up with most of my vlogs, that's when I do a lot of my editing, just whenever I have to do something that's a bit creative or takes a bit of sort of brain power, that's when I do it. Because that's when I work. That's when my brain works and I work properly. That's why you might notice all my vlogs tend to go up, for the UK people anyway, middle of the night. Because I've been editing them and then I stick them onto upload. And then they go up. Anyway, for a long time, I mean, obviously I've been told I have insomnia and all these problems, and I'm thinking, this just doesn't know, because I do a lot of reading into these things, and I'm not one of these people that reads on the internet, finds one bit of information and reads it and goes, that's it, that's what I have. I read into things and I find contradictory evidence, and I look into see whether, you know, just you do your proper research to find out whether you're getting the right answer, or if you're getting an answer which is sort of, it fits but it's not quite right, because the treatment for that won't be right. Anyway, God, see, it's hard to explain, and the problem is you get labelled as being lazy sometimes, because like, my mum used to say to me, well, just go to bed earlier. It's like, it doesn't work. As I've said, it doesn't matter how tired I am, it doesn't matter how long I've been awake, it doesn't matter, it doesn't work. And I realised I was going the wrong way. But yeah, so last night I had a bit of a weird dream. Throughout the entire dream, and this is something that I've never had before, I was tired. Oh look, the cows. Oh, it's the cow crossing. I'll nip ahead one. It's that old cow at the back is always there. The farmer's always giving it a slap to make it move across the road. I think it's getting old. They do look after their cows nicely here. Anyway, right, yeah, throughout this entire dream, I'm so tired in it that I can hardly open my eyes. very weird. Anyway, I woke up and I felt the same way, extremely tired, and I was just doing some random searches, you know, trying to find the answer to this sleep problem I have, waking up feeling like fucking... I mean, basically, it's been likened to being like jet-lagged all of the time. Like, jet lag for years straight. Unless you get a day where you can actually, like, go to sleep when you want to, or wake up when you want to, naturally. And then you're all good. But that doesn't work when you have to work in a normal job in normal hours. And that's the way that most people most people deal with it, which is they find a job that helps them do it. Well, anyway, so there I am on Google, and this is a tip to people who keep asking me silly questions. I've said it before. Google, you can find out a lot of things. I'm doing research into like sleep problems, waking up tired particularly, and like not waking up too late in the day, and then I stumble across something that I'm actually going to put this video as a response to, because it was his video. So I think it was called Craig Tube or something, totally not motorvlog related, and I learned about something called delayed sleep phase disorder or syndrome. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's disorder. And it basically means that I have a normal sleeping pattern, it's just offset to what it needs to be. And it's not like, oh, you just, you know, because you can sometimes your body clock goes out a bit. And when I was younger I could do this, you just adjust your sleep for a few days and you get it back in. It just doesn't want to change. The only way you can do it, well, one of the only ways, one of the therapies, is a light therapy, where every time you wake up in the morning, you have to put a light on for a couple of hours, and then you do that for a while, and then you like wake up a bit earlier, and you have to really like master it's like return to factory setting, because we're so like from our caveman days when we didn't have artificial lights. It was we woke up and it was bright, and then we go to sleep when it got dark. Well, we don't have that anymore, but the thing is, humans can't evolve, our brains can't adapt as quickly as technology does, which is having electrical lighting. So there I am, I'm sat in bed, and I've just realised, and this has fucking woken me up, I tell you, I've just realised, it's like, hang on, this sounds right, this has got a lot more things in it that sound more like what I've got wrong with me. And then I do a bit more research, and I'm sat there, open mouth, and I'm just like, oh my god, that person is describing everything perfectly. Even some of the conditions that come with having it, and because it's sleep deprivation basically, but long term. If you have to work, that is, in a normal job like I do, I have to get up. But I mean, my main problem with that one is it's not like I can adjust to it, because my working hours can start from 10 in the morning. Well, last night I got out at 11 o'clock at night. So it literally, so for me, I'm burning the candle at both ends when it comes to working hours, and I'm also doing it with my sleep to a point, but they're offset. So they really just are like countering each other, and it's making my life a living hell at times. And I've now, as I say, I've now just found out about this disorder. And I'm now starting to think, fuck! There might be a bloody end to this. To years of it. Years. It's interesting. So, when I go back for a checkup at the doctor's, I'm going to speak to him about it. See if he knows about it. Because quite often, GPs don't know about these things, because they can't know about everything, and they like it when you come in with something and you say, look, I've been doing research, I've found what seems to be right for me, and I think it's this, and then they look through it and you find out what's going on with you. So right now I'm like in this amazing mood of just like, oh my god, I think actually I might be finding a solution to this problem. I don't know how it's going to work with the fact that I can't change my working hours. I still have to work from a vast ranging amount of time of the day. But there's hope now. I think I might be able to actually get this shit sorted out. And maybe that'll improve other things at the same time. So it's amazing. But it turns out one of the reasons no one's not really hear about this much is because they reckon that about 2 people in every 2,000, I think it is, or 3 people in every 2,000 have this condition. But it's so misdiagnosed because of people just call it, the doctors tend to just call it primary insomnia and try and treat it with pills. They've tried to treat me with pills. No, it just doesn't work. I was a living zombie. Just a living. It was a very, very bad thing. Didn't help me at all. It just meant that I was tired all of the time rather than ever being awake. But it wasn't improving the sleep. So there is hope. So it's just, so this is sort of a thank you to the guy who made that video, who's brought this to my attention. Craig, I think it is. And yeah, I'm going to go and speak to my doctor and see what happens. But I can't explain to you the feeling of going through all of that and then suddenly reading. I mean, I could have written it about myself. It's so accurate, just everything. It's crazy. It's just mad to discover that. As I say, it's been a revelation. And I'll catch you all next time. Okay, this is when he's going to absolutely ruin me. I think that's what's known as being done.